let's just take the basic, the fundamentals. Okay. So once you got the fundamentals clear, it will be more easy for you. Okay. So hey, we were here, right? We were discussing like what is your data scientist do? Like it is your combination of your computer vision, statistics, mathematics, right? And it does your data science, makes your data science. Okay. And again, you have business intelligence analyst. It takes your data. Okay. You have data. You give this to your business intelligence analyst. It finds some trends, and on the basis of these trends, it will give you the strategy to the company or the organization. Okay. This is the job of this business intelligence analyst. Again, you have the data engineer. Job of data engineer is to mine the data mining, okay, and examine the data and make some robust algorithms, okay, that will help to analyze the future data, okay. And the second last, you have your data architect, okay. What is your job with this data architect is to build a pipeline, okay, build a roadmap so that you may perform your ML engineer may perform his task, like to centralize the data, like to integrate the data and to maintain that data, like the creating the blueprint of it, like is the job of your data architect, okay. Your data architect creates this blueprint, okay. And at last, this is the most interesting part here, like okay, like the ML and AI engineer, like he creates this predictive things, like we have seen earlier, right? So his job is to take this pre-processed data. Like what I mean by this pre-processed data is you don't have any missing values, okay? Like all the rows from your Excel sheet are completely filled. You don't have any missing values. You don't have any outliers. What are your outliers? Outliers are basically your points that deviates from other data points, okay. Suppose say you have a class. In your class, most of the students have the height of 5.5 foot, right? And like some people have 5.5, 5.6, 5.4, right? Most of them, okay. Suppose let's say a student comes and his height is 6.5, okay. So basically this student is your outlier, okay. What he will do is he will change the average height of this class, right? So earlier this average height of this 3 student was 5.5, right? Now this student comes with a 5.6 and he made this average to look like 6, right? Because this outlier, we are saying that average height of the student of this class is 5 feet, right? That is not what actually. Like most of the people have this data, right? So this is actually acting as an outlier. It is deviated from the actual pattern, right? So your data should not contain these kinds of outliers because it will hamper the accuracy of your output or the prediction, okay. Now your prediction will not be much accurate, okay. So your data should be pre-processed. It should not contain the outliers. And all the values should be scaled, like they should be in the same scale. Like it should not be the case like some people are in the feet and some people are in the some other measurements, okay. Like if you are taking suppose say kilograms for measuring some weight, right? Yeah. So all the data should be in your kgs, right? It should not be the case that some values are in kgs and the other values are in your grams. Again, this is wrong. So your data should be scaled. That means all the values should be in kgs. This should be not in grams. It should be in kgs, right? So once you get this pre-processed data, now you give this data to your ML engineer. He will create the model and that will predict some values, right? Now again, what this model is, right? Again and again, I'm saying that a model, but exactly what this model is, right? You would be having this question on your mind, right? Yeah. So model is nothing but it is your mathematical equation, okay? or you may say it as an algorithm. Okay. Now again, what is an algorithm? In the suppose think of it as like this. Okay, you have your model. What your model takes in input, it will take your data. Okay, you will give this input. Okay, data is an input to your model, and it will give you something as an output. Okay, that will be basically your prediction, this output value. Okay, so think of model like this, and you are giving some input and it will give you the output. Okay, and the output, there will be prediction, like the prediction like yes or no. Will there be rain today? Yes or no. Okay, or like true or false, like these could be the predictions, true or false. Or what could be the house, or so what could be the price of the house with 2 rooms, 1 bedroom, and 2000 square foot of area. Like it is predicting the house price should be 75,000, right? So this is your output of your model. Again, we are taking the input, we are giving the data as input, and it is giving the output, making some predictions. Or which movie to watch next will be your output. Okay, it will give you the which movie to watch next as an output. Okay, so hope now you understand what is the what the model is, right? Like it is basically a mathematical equation. Like if I give if it's some values, like some 100 and 20, 120, like these are two different input. Okay, and I give this to model. This is my model, and it will give me the output like 100 is greater than 120. Let's take a very simple model. Okay, so this model tells me which value is smaller. You may think of it like that. Okay, it is basically a mathematical equation. And as we go to some complex level, the where this model get this mathematical equations get more complex. Okay. So just you take a few minute break, and then we will start with a Python code. Okay.